Everybody, thanks for dropping in. I'm going to finish this cup of tea. It's near the end of the day, and then I'm going to cut a very nice tweed coat. You might want to stick around and I'll talk you through it, the different parts. You might find it interesting, you may not. And as it's the end of the day, when I've completed that, I will replace this cup of tea for something more interesting down there. So let's do it. Hope you enjoy. Come on, Nigel. Hi there. Welcome to the cutting board. As I said, this is a very nice Shetland coat that we're going to cut. Supplied by W. Bill, a lovely old tweed house, been supplying the trade forever. We have a Shetland coat here that is being cut to be straight finished. This is going to put my charity hat on. This gentleman likes his clothes, and because of what we're all enduring at the moment, it's not ideal. But because we have a pattern for him, like we do many people, we are just going to straight finish the coat for him and do some fine tuning a little bit later down the line. So he gets something to look forward to. And our tailors are kept busy. So if you are a client of ourselves or another tailoring house, it might be something you want to consider, because we're not out of the woods yet. I had an email this morning telling me that they've closed my hotel in San Francisco until May, so that doesn't sound very promising. Anyway, look, we're half glass full here. Let me just talk you through the parts of a coat. You might find that interesting. Classic single-breasted, typical four-part of ours. There is no side body in there, just a couple of fishtails, small armhole, good bit across the chest. It's quite a slim chap, he's about a 40 chest. Unusually, but getting more popular, we've got patch pockets. These indications are to say that he has a ticky pocket in the right hand side, and this is pockets down in the facing, two in breast, off right. He's obviously down on the right hand side, then his shoulder measurements, side vents here. Classic straightforward back, side vents again. When we match this in, when we strike it in, we split that seam there so that when we fit the collar on, all of the herringbone design will match all the way through. Pretty standard. Sleeves, we had a little chat about sleeves. As you might be able to see, these are basically the same dimension, so it's a 50-50 sleeve. There's your top sleeve, which has the crown, and here's your undersleeve scooped out to go underneath. This long strip here, which is matched straight on that edge, is our facing. So the facing will be attached underside here and rolls out and makes your lapels. Okay, so it's a classic coat. We've marked a little bit more material than normal, so we've got the patch pockets here. The collar is there on the double, plenty of room to fit up. Single-breasted, 3-button, rolling through, patch pockets. It's timeless. It will last forever. It'll never go out of fashion. It's just too lovely and rich not to do so. So, I've stuck it in. Now we'll get these going. Okay, time to chop. Hold on to your hat. I normally go pretty quickly on this. This is a very simple herringbone. It's laid up nicely, so I can chop this out as is. I will just double check around the collar area though. Okay, so when you cut, if anybody's getting involved in this trade, you try to keep the bottom of your shears on your board all the time. Side seam, which is basically a growing room for our a client if he ever needs to let it out in 10 years' time. This is a bit unusual. I'm going to cut this lapel directly on the cloth. Normally we allow an inlay on there for the fitting, but typical gentle sloping gorge from me, not too square. Just check that lapel width. Yeah. Cut that, try to get a nice belly on that lapel. In there, and then cut that nicely away on the quarters. Okay. Cut this side. We're just keeping the shears on the board all the time. And now an inlay there, which in the future, should he lose weight, and we need to reduce the chest, we can keep the shape of the side. Okay, so we've got an off right there. So right hand side, face cloth is underneath. I'm going to drop that right shoulder from him. Looks a little vague, but I know he needs it dropped about that much. And I'm also going to drop the lower part of the side. Because obviously if the shoulder's dropped, the armhole will drop into it as well. Okay. There you go, 4-part cut and ready to go. I'm just going to break out the back. Give myself a little bit of room. Mahon and Mohammed is the same. Just check we're lining up nicely there. We need that herringbone to be on and match it all the way. Let's split this back and then we'll tidy it up. Okay, now then, let's have a look, see what we're up to. Pretty good. Okay, you can fold fabric and it will stick together, but don't drag, once you've separated, don't drag top from the bottom. Fix that and just tidy that up. Don't leave an inlay on that back shoulder, only if it's a checked cut. Just tidy that up. I always prefer to go that way. I'm just going to tidy this centre back inlay. Again, in reverse, face side, right hand side. I'm going to trim that down a little bit, about a ½ inch drop, so you drop off a quarter each side and the tail will go through there. Okay. Get these rests out. Undersleeve. Again, there's an inlay left there, and that's so we can reduce the sleeve but keep a nice shape. Okay. And an inlay on the outside of there, which is for the opposite, if the chap expands. Facing. We shall piece all this together. Done. Can you see me working up a sweat? So this is important that we get that bang on down the herringbone, the front edge. It's going to hit you right in the face. Let's tie it on. Tidy that up. Okay. Let's break that off the piece. Bring it to me. I always remember getting told off by old Dennis Holsbury for overreaching on the cutting board, and my leg was flying out, and he duly gave my back leg a clip with a yardstick and told me to get my feet in. Always split a double edge. If you start cutting next to it, it'll roll and you won't get a nice finish. Notice I kind of look where I'm going when I cut. I don't stare at the chalk line. You're driving your shears, so you don't look at the end of the bonnet when you're driving your car, do you? So look where your objective is and where you're going. Okay, little spring on there. Tidy that thin edge up. Okay, there's all that fit up there. So the basic parts. There's that fellow there. Always jump. That's going to sew into there basically. Give that nice small armhole. And top sleeve facing. Your facing will go onto here, and obviously it's long enough for the bottom and the top, and that will form your lapel. It's going to roll back. Okay, and we have an undersleeve which is going to pitch in right there, and then we have your top sleeve which will go on to there and fit the whole crown. There we go, quick and easy. Hope that was enjoyable. Brilliant. The question is it bourbon or Scotch? Come on, it was a Scottish tweed, wasn't it? Till next time, thanks for dropping in.